Hello, Cyborg. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. And I hope my microphone's working. Because my captions don't seem to be. Oh, there we go. They're just being stupid. There we go. Cyborg, congratulations on being officially the fastest thing alive, claiming first in the chat for this stream. Hello, Tids. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Fighting with my work palette. So I'm gonna be chewing on a toothpick for most of this stream because I literally just painted my nails today and have already knackered the nail varnish by chewing on my nails.
Primeaby1 has been a sub for 29 months. Very naughty, Squeck deployed.
Hey, Prime B. The Squeck has indeed been deployed for 29 months. Fucking hell. Thank you so much, friend. That is not an insignificant amount of time, and very much appreciated. Hello, Rocket. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Just gonna repair myself. Okay. Exam tomorrow, 10:20 a.m. Best of luck, Rocket. I'm sure you'll smash it out of the park. I have every faith in you. But best of luck anyway. Yeah, so I'm a little anxious today, so you're gonna see a lot of this toothpick. Ancient Egyptian history, wicked. See, that's the kind of thing I'd be interested in. Though I don't think I'd ever want to take an exam in it. I don't like exams. It's about 2 millennia, no biggie. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so we're not going to paint any more of the disciple herself today. We're going to paint her seat so that I can actually stick her beautiful backside down where it needs to be, and paint the rest of her in relative safety and comfort. Hello, Kian. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Now, the only problem with that plan is that I have no idea what colour to paint her beanbag or the thing she's got her beanbag on. Fuck's sake, tits.
How dude.
We're not even like 5 minutes into the stream and you're already being filthy. What am I gonna do with you? So, I'm a little unsure as to what colour we should paint. Paint the base and the beanbag. We start in early, so I see. Also, I saw your announcement earlier, Tidders, so folks in chat, please send all your spare spoons and Hamon energy over to Tidders, who is not feeling very well today. Get some big love and energy going on there. Oh, and I'm gonna go and grab my tissue because I need to blow my nose. Hi, Mum. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I think I've got everything sorted now, and I need to cough. Egads, how dare. I very dare. You know, if you hadn't corrected yourself there, Prime B, I would have thought it said bread anyway.
Hello there.
Okay, so we'll start with this bit. I have deliberately left the indentations where other things go unpainted for the purposes of gluing. Yeah, my brain isn't too functional today. Feeling kind of rough. As it was International Asexuality Day recently, how about making the shroom black, white, and purple? I think that's a fantastic idea. I love that. I love that. Okay. How to do it though? Like, do we want to do a gradient this way? Do we want to do segments in different colors? I think maybe. I don't know. I don't feel like doing it stripes would look quite right. Continue the pride flag theme, you know? Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea. Oh, shit. Thank you. I had completely forgotten to turn that notification off.
Hello there.
And now I can't find Chrome to turn it off. Hey, Buff, welcome on in. I'm doing alright, thank you. I hope you are too. No worries, Cyborg. There's a lot of them going around at the moment. There's a lot of ones masquerading as UK government emails. And they're being really sneaky about it. Like if you're really desperate, if you're in a really terrible situation, it would be very easy to mistake it for a legitimate email. Hey, Zatheo, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Okay, where is my flickering image warning? There we go. Let's turn that off. See, I've changed the wording on my content warning one so that it's just like a blanket thing. But I forgot about the flicker warning because I need to have that on for when I run Nelly the Boy. I'll tell you what, seeing as I can't decide what pattern to do, we'll at the very least get the colours we need out. So we've got some alien purple. We already have the white out on the table because I used it the other week. Nova white. And we'll go with. Well, there's only really one choice for black, isn't there? Where is it? I'm not using primer. I actually have black paint somewhere. Apparently cannot find. Oh, that is because I've buried it. And some whole black. Black to white gradient with purple twisty spiral patterns. Oh, I like that. Jukebox isn't working. In what sense? Ah, there you go. Redemptions were paused. I paused them at the end of the last stream, I think. Okay. So this could be a little bit difficult to do, but we'll give it a punt. I've already got some white. Well, we're going to find out what that sounds like now, Cyborg. So we've got a couple of sort of natural spirals in the sort of setup of the mushroom, but I think what I might do is actually... Yeah, this will do. Walk that down a little more. That's better. You know what we need to do though? Because it's adjusted itself again. I'm getting so annoyed with this. Okay. OBS resets my camera settings every time I boot it up now. I don't know why. It's really quite irksome. Hello, Hans. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. So I'm not going to make this like a straight line gradient. We're going to have like, you can see how I've done it already. Little streaks of it that go higher up than others. I'm going to follow, for want of a better description, the grain, the flow of the mushroom. But you know what? I think I might do white and purple as the gradient and then black as the accents. I really like the idea, but I think just doing it white and black, it will look a little bit like I've base coated it in two different colours. You see what I mean? Which is always a fear for some hobbyists, myself included. Those of you that saw the Gnaw squig that I did, somebody redeemed a Old Zogwarts curse on behalf of Wib, and Wib, being a massive Transformers nerd, requested a little Sharkticon. But the base for that was almost entirely grey, and it started off as grey plastic, and then I painted it black, and then painted it basically the same grey that it started out with. And I was just sitting there praying nobody went, "Why didn't you paint the base?" Because I worked really hard making that base look nice.
Hello there.
Hello, Halo. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. You're at work. I hope it's going well. If you're not, you lucky bastard. Bit more water. Definitely at work. Ah, that's a shame. No, you folks don't get as many days off as we do. Which sucks. Everybody should get the same days off. True pandemonium over Easter. Yes. Do you think anyone has ever tried the I'm just a little guy routine on Batman? Oh, I bet the Joker has. That's exactly the kind of shit that, like, the Hamill Joker would pull. Or maybe, I think still Hamill Joker, but, the Batman Joker. As in the animated series, The Batman, not the movie, The Batman. can see DeVito's penguin doing it for sure. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure Selena's done an equivalent kind of routine before.
Hello there.
Oh, that swooshed really nice. Look at that swoosh. Hello, Crocs. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And hello again, Mum. Oh, thank you for the treat for me. I miss something there. Very cool, Cyborg. Time to play Crysis 2 Remastered. Already completed one. May as well continue. Crysis 2 got a remaster? Do I live under a rock? Is that what happened here? Welcome back, Kim. Hello, Adam. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. All 3 Crysis games got remasters. Wow, I do live under a rock. Because I didn't know any of them had. Oh, okay, at least it's not lonely under my rock. Welcome to my rock, Theo. I was gonna say, I think I've heard this recently.
Hello there.
Hello, Soup. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. No worries. I hope whatever you are wandering off to do, you enjoy. And thank you very much for popping in and saying hello. It's always lovely to see you. We need another layer still. But I've run out of white paint on the palette, so I need to put some more on. Which means you folks get some paint shaking ASMR. Only a little one though, because there's no ball bearings in these. Only really works with the Citadel ones that I've bottled. Ooh, this is new. Not had this in the jukebox before. Paint SMR, indeed. Yes, you do Cyborg, which is how I've heard it recently, in response to the Yellow Magic Orchestra comment. That's why I looked up at the screen and went, yes, that's why I've heard it recently. Because you put it in the jukebox. I think you put it in the jukebox on Monday, actually. But you definitely put it in the jukebox in the past week. There's a couple of you that have got, like, what are essentially your songs that you always put in, which is not a dig or a jab in any way, shape, or form. I like that you've got like a track that is, it's almost like it's your entrance track if you're a wrestler. It's the first track you put in the jukebox every time. Like Tidders is Los Angeles by Sugar Cult. Cyborg's got the Yellow Magic Orchestra track and the Japanese version of Holding Out for a Hero that he likes to put in. Hans likes to put in a couple of select Final Fantasy soundtracks, Final Fantasy tracks. Sorry, I can never remember which Final Fantasy they're from because they all sort of blur together in my head. $14, yeah, probably 14. I'm sure Hans will. And Concerning Hobbits, which I can see has gone up into the jukebox as well. Speaking of. Okay, I think that's the white part basically done. A couple of areas for us to catch in. But we're going to have to do some blending. What's my song? That is a good question, Grox. You don't often put music in the jukebox from what I recall. So I don't think you specifically have a song yet. But I'm sure you'll find one with time, and it will become a mainstay of the jukebox when you're here. Did somebody put this in? Because this is in my like general fallback playlist. You did, Tibbs. Oh, okay then. It's always a bit confusing when that happens because I'm just like, shit, did we run out of music already? Has the jukebox stopped working? Is it just playing my own stuff now? I have to do some pondering about the song thing. Oh, don't worry about it too much, Grox. Like, one raid in Final Fantasy XIV is just the story of Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh, okay. Mostly from 14. New compositions of older songs put into 14 because the devs love the theme to theme their raids around older games. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? I like the Melodica Bros. They're good. Okay, that's way too much purple. I may have done this a bit too thin, we'll see. You really have to thin white down because of how bright it is. Like, little imperfections will just show up really clearly. But other colours tend to be a bit more forgiving in my experience. Okay, we're not going to have any purple here because our beanbag's blocking where the purple would be. I have thinned it down a bit too much, but I can make it work. I have to wait a little bit for that to dry before I can put any more on. First thing that came to mind was Star Trek The Next Generation theme. Nothing wrong with that, it's a good theme tune. Enterprise theme. Stand in a corner. Aww, poor Tidders. The Enterprise theme is probably the best thing about Enterprise. Are we talking the horror movie Meat Quarry or the Kenobi Meat Quarry? Both? I'm actually going to get a slightly smaller brush. Leave that one to dry in there. I love my paint puck. It's so useful. Like, I've just rinsed the brush, given it a little clean in the bottom of the pot, and then just stuck it on the side of the pot so it can dry out before I put it away. What I want to do is try and make sort of thin spikes. Mistakes were made. Jukebox, you betrayed me. I thought we were besties. How could you? Oh no, what's happened? The Rod Stewart version. Okay, give me a second. Let me see if I can find the version you actually want. Oh, jeez. Cypher! There we go, from Star Trek Enterprise. Add to queue.
Cypher_Doran has been a sub for 23 months.
Oh no! More
Very naughty, Gerockist.
Remove from queue. There we go. Rod Stewart has been ejected from the queue and replaced with the Enterprise theme tune, which could be considered worse. We'll see. Hello, Cypher. Welcome on in, and thank you so much for being subscribed for 23 months. You are 1 month away. I had to do the maths there. 1 month away from that coveted 2-year badge, which will be changing soon. I finally settled on what I want to do. You know, I put in the Discord that I'm thinking about updating the sub badges. Yeah, I figured it out now. By the time I'm done, it should be fairly easy for me to add new tiers of sub badge, like for a new year, onto the thing. Because I've got 3 currently blank sub badge slots. So sorry to anyone that's been subbed for 3 years. Because I've not got any more that I can do with the current badge design, which is partly why I wanted to change it. Okay, I got purple where I didn't want purple. Hello, Steen. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I'm full of soup. Oh, lovely, Cypher. What kind of soup? Please tell me. It's a hard task to get worse than Rod Stewart. How dare. Fair. Fair.
Hello there.
The Crysis 2 remaster replaces the EA Presents with Crytek Presents and then the director's name. Oh, cool. Yeah, Jukebox did not understand you at all, did it? Let's get that out. I think I know what you're... Found it. I have added the song you were actually trying to request to the queue, Cypher. I have a pair of chairs. Oh, you got the chairs, did you, Mum? Cool. I haven't got fruit trees yet. Mum has very kindly bought me some fruit trees, like little fruit trees, and some chairs to put in our garden so that we can enjoy the sunshine with Porthos. Oh, very cool, Prime B. Getting those rays in before they disappear again. Indeed, Duke. Welcome on, and I hope you're doing well today. Must say I like the new warning. Oh, the content warning. I got sick of having to turn it off when we were playing scary games, so I rewrote it so I didn't have to turn it off anymore. Also, that way, if a nice game that we're playing turns out to actually be kind of sad or upsetting in some way, looking at you behind the frame, can't say I didn't warn you. I'm okay. I'm still feeling a bit rough. Hoping I've come out of the other side of it properly soon, though. I saw that you were doing some cake tasting the other day, Duke. Did you settle on a cake? This stream may contain sensitive subjects such as George Stobbart. He isn't a sensitive subject, he's just a pain in the arse. Oh, seriously, it's rare for a game to get me actually annoyed and, like, angry, but I felt so angry coming away from that stream on Sunday. Ah, it's because it's uneven. There we go. That's the best I can do. God, this brings back memories. I was thinking about Behind the Frame earlier. It's a really good game, it's just it happens to also be quite sad.
Hello there.
Thank you, Duke. I want cake. Yeah, me too, Zethio. I always want cake, though. There isn't a moment that goes by where I'm not thinking about or eating cake. And if I'm eating cake, I'm also thinking about cake. Hello, Modhale. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of purple flecking here just so it doesn't look quite so much like I've just stopped painting the purple. Put a nice streak of purple in there. So otherwise it just sort of looks like there's nothing going on at this side. And you'd expect there to be a little bit. At the very least. So we'll leave a bit of a blank space there and we'll put the next bit here. And it is only tiny little bits, but I think it makes the difference. Body's being an ass at me, but otherwise okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Modhell. I hope your body gets its shit together and stops being an ass to you, because you don't deserve it. You're a good bean. There we go. I'm going to go back to the bigger brush now. Which is over here. Looking for it, thinking, where did I put it? Left it to dry, didn't I? Silly me. think I'm going to need some unwatered down purple to be able to do this. Hello, Shay. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Oh, that would be the dream, mod. That would be the dream. I don't think we'll be able to see that bit because her butt will be in the way, but just in case. Just using my white paint like Tipex there to correct one of the points. Oh, one of the hobbyists that I follow on Twitter often posts like tutorial feels like the wrong word, but it's the most accurate one I can come up with. Like tutorial videos for how they paint things. And they're very careful about saying to people, this is how I do it. This is how it's comfortable for me to do it, like I do when I'm telling you what I'm doing and why I'm doing it on these streams. It's how they paint it. And they're very explicit about the fact that that doesn't necessarily mean it's how, you know, everybody else paints it. And it's just how they do those specific steps. And somebody has gone on to their most recent video and basically told them that they're doing it wrong. Now, I know you lovely folks would never do anything like that. But what a dick move, you know? Hello, Lewis. Or should I say not Lewis? Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I missed anybody else in the chat? I don't think so. Slightly damp and windy, just settling down to some more work on Logden Bridge. Oh, fantastic, Shay. I bet that's going to look fantastic. Oh, mod, that'd be so cool. I would buy those off you. I mean, I don't have any money, but I'd buy them off you when I did have money. Yes, there is, Cyborg. Cabin in the Woods is a fantastic film. I love things that deconstruct horror. Or that poke fun at it as a genre. They don't necessarily have to be like outright comedies, but like I hear the Megan, which is a fairly recent film, is very self-aware and does poke fun at those kinds of films during its runtime, which is great. I really need to watch it. And not just horror either, like anything that pokes fun at the genre that it is part of. I love a bit of parody. Love a bit of self-awareness. It's part of the reason I like Weird Al so much. Hello, SK. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Okay, I'm fucking done for the day. Are you okay, Rocket? X is rather good. Not seen X. And welcome back, Ian. Keep meaning to watch Megan. Yeah, it looks like it could be fun. Like, I wasn't sure about it when I saw the first trailer for it, but I've watched and enjoyed more definite wastes of time. So, you know. Don't see why I shouldn't give it a shot. So what I've decided to do, and you might have noticed what I'm doing as I'm going through, is I'm making the sort of central bit brighter purple than the rest of it. Which, considering someone sat on it, you'd think I'd be doing the opposite, but I don't know, I think this looks nice. I'm gonna... There we go. That should be okay. Oh, we getting rickrolled, are we, SK? I actually quite like Never Gonna Give You Up. I think Rick Astley's a really good musician and has been unfortunately cast into the meme pits. It do slap, it do. Like, I think the main reason that Rick rolling was so prevalent for so long is because the song is fucking catchy. It's a banging song. Okay, as long as it's in there because you enjoy it and not because you're, you know, trying to get a rise out of us. Because we're not here for that. But we do like a bit of Rick Astley, it seems. I was wondering when someone was going to put this in. This is a Mum, if you're still here, you'll probably appreciate this one. A cover of Genesis's Jesus He Knows Me, being performed by Ghost. And it's pretty good. Quite quiet though, at least for me. I can't even, there we go. Okay, it looks like it's alright for you folks, so here we go. It's only come out recently, Mod Hell, like at the weekend. They released it over Easter weekend. I'm good, thank you, SK. I'm still feeling a bit rough, but I'm feeling better than I was, and that's the important thing. Okay, I'm just Tipexing that bit. I'll need to review my security protocols to get Jesus off my tail. Yeah, unfortunately so. There we go. That's better. Okay, so step 1 is done. Sort of. I'm going to make that one a bit pointier. And now we need to get some whole black, which I have on the palette already. We're going to paint in the existing swirlies, and then I'll get a really small paintbrush and we'll put some like curly details on it. Hello, Waffle. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Why did you take a bite out of that pincushion and are now painting it purple? It's a mushroom, which I haven't taken a bite out of. I would show you what it's for, but it's still damp, and I don't want to damage the paintwork I've done on the other part of the model. Oh, it would help if the base didn't keep moving about. Got to admit. I mean, for something this size, I don't really need the handle, do I? It's Oops. That's the painting handle falling over. Falling over properly. Let's just put it over here. What was that? I have no quarrel with Jesus. It's his fan club I have issues with. Yeah, that's fair. So, a friend of mine often used to say, I do so like your Christ, he is so unlike your Christians. And I feel that. I feel that strongly. Caution, chat may contain thirst. Oh, we know that though, don't we? Say parts of his fan club, yeah. There are some wonderful folks in all religions, but there are also some arseholes in all religions. And that goes the same for people that aren't religious too. There are arseholes in every walk of life. It's just unfortunate that we tend to hear more about the bad than we do the good. Like, for real, if Jesus were around these days, he'd def pal around with the blue hair and pronouns card. He probably would, yeah. Because back in his time, he palled around with the poor folks and the working girls, and the people that society didn't like or want. Basically, Jesus Christ was punk. Well, for the time. I have a rogue bristle or two on this brush, and it is bothering me something fierce. Making me very nervous. Can you see it? You can if I do that. There you go, look. It just won't go back where it's supposed to be. Walking into a place of worship and whipping vendors is pretty punk. Yeah, flipping over tables and getting angry at capitalism, that seems pretty punk if you ask me. Also, hello Pudlord, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And Torpor, thank you for the hydrate. Ye punk. Yeah, exactly, Modhell. I'm fiddling with my brush in the hope that I can fix it. New hyperfixation, and what would that be, Pudlord? Okay, I think we're good. Yep, that looks okay. So is now a bad time to mention I have a whip, or oh my fucking god.
How dude.
We're sitting here listening to the most wholesome music. Oh, the API might have shat itself. I know that's on Spotify. Let's get you a refund for that first attempt. Yeah, it does that sometimes, unfortunately. It's the beauty of working with APIs, I guess. Sometimes the API goes, nah. This swirly has taken way longer than I expected it to paint. I mean, technically it's two swirlies, but still. Whereas I am going at it very slowly. There we go. Where else have we got some? We've got one there, we've got one here, and we've got one... Is that it? Just the three. Just the three. Heckin' curly swirly, indeed. Yeah, the rogue bristle has come back. Tell you what, could someone do me a favour and put Shangri-La by Denki Groove into the jukebox, please? So that I can carry on painting. I will refund you for your bar token in a little bit. Thank you very much, Tids. I've been thinking a lot about a show called Trapeze recently that uses Denki Groove's music, and Shangri-La is one of the tracks that it uses. So I just really need to listen to it. What colour are we going to paint her beanbag? What do folks think? It's a good idea, Tids. I'm actually going to paint this here, as much as it doesn't look very swirly. I think this might be where the TV goes, so we might lose this anyway, but just in case we don't. Good choice, whoever put this one in. I think it was Zofia, if I remember correctly, but I may be wrong. No worries, Cypher. You take care. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Your nails look great, but whenever I see longish black nails, I think there should be force lightning dancing around from fingertip to tip like electric imps. Oh, I wish I had force lightning. But thank you for the compliment on the nails. They're not perfect. I got a little bit shaky whilst I was painting them. I've been having some really serious trouble with my anxiety today. Really, it's a miracle I'm painting. I have done that before, Modhail. Because I painted all of the Night Lord's emblems onto my Night Lords by hand. I had an entire sheet of transfers that didn't get used. And I went, you know what? I could put these on my nails. That was like year 1 of hobby streams, that was. Way back at the beginning. The summer of my first year. I remember it was the summer because I had to mow the lawn and I knackered the nails really quickly and I was devastated. But yeah, I sat there and painted the lightning on and everything. Okay. Maybe instead of doing swirlies specifically, I might do like little segments. We've got these swirlies here, and then maybe I'll do like little triangles of black. Do you still have Night Lord's decals? No, I use them all on my fingernails. No, we're going back to the original idea. Oops. That's fine. We'll just do an extra swirly. That's a big swirly. Which needs more of a flared base, I think. So I started learning about Hiroshi Fujioka and the early days of Kamen Rider. Oh, really cool. I used to watch Kamen Rider at my grandparents' place. I don't know what channel they had it on, but like we used to watch a lot of spaghetti westerns and tokusatsu. I'm a big fan of effects movies in general, but yeah, there's something really special about Toku, in my opinion. I think it's because of all the tiny buildings. And like the way that they do fight sequences and stuff like that. I was a Power Ranger kid. Yeah, I used to love the Power Rangers as a kid as well. Learning about the sibling series is fascinating. I bet. I bet. I've got this really neat book about Gojira. Um, like the history of kaiju movies. But I don't have anything about Toku. And the book about kaiju movies was a gift from Slow's parents' Christmas. Not this year, just gone, but the year before. Okay, I think we've got enough black swirlies on there. Don't want to overdo it. Yeah, that's plenty. Don't need any more than that. I'm not going to bother adding depth and stuff right now. I'm going to wait a little bit. So there's the beanbag. It's also important for me to learn because a part of comics deals with Kamen Rider, Spider-Man style hero. Yeah, fair play. Okay, so I think that's about as done as I'm going to get it tonight. And it's looking okay. Oh, I never showed you folks, by the way. I fixed her eyes. And apparently got white paint on her butt. We'll fix that. Oops. Okay, I also got blue paint on her leg. I'm good at this. Yeah. They should line up fairly well with where the TV goes on her chair now. As much as that's still shiny, it is dry, it's just that paint. So she wants to be here. And Waffle, here's the answer to your question from earlier. So the TV goes here. Yeah, she's sort of looking off to one side. She's looking more at her own boobs than she is at the TV, but it's fine. Where does that go here? Oh my god, she's basically planting her arse in the pizza box. That's dangerous territory. I mean, if it was me, I'd be planting my face. Oh, my booba aligned today? Yeah, exactly. You've got to check these things. Maybe she's looking in horror at the white speck on her leg. There we go. Yeah, she's looking alright, I think. So now we just need to give her a nice beanbag to sit on. Pizza! Yeah, I can get behind that. No pun intended. See, this is where things get weird, because this is very definitely an Eldritch beanbag. Do we want to paint eyeballs on these? Do we want to make them, like, super spooky, like, Eye of Sauron kind of eyes? Okay, this isn't exactly the correct version, Tids, and I'm sorry about that. This is the one I could find. But I think that makes it all the more painful. Anti eyes. Pustules? Could do pustules. That's a face. It is a bit face-like, isn't it? It looks a little bit like, oh, what are they called? The mistakes from Hollow Knight. You know, the things. Mouse rollerballs. Oh, I like that. Knowing the internet, somebody probably asked her, "Sit on me, mommy," and was turned into a beanbag. I love that idea. Now, that's not true, Cyborg. It's not Rod Stewart, it's still a vast improvement. Oh, there's a fourth one up here. I hadn't seen that. Skin beanbag. This is what happens to nerds that harass e-girls. Get turned into beanbags. He even sweats in the summer. Oh, that's disgusting. I hate that. Okay. Okay. So we've got a lot of purples and pinks and that side of things, but we've not got any orange or red or yellow. This is going into Ed Gein levels of furniture. It really is, yes. Also, props to you, Kian, for making an Ed Gein joke. Ooh, dark red skin orange. And yellow eyes. Yes, I like that. Oh, you're most welcome, Kian. You know me. I love a serial killer reference. Most people would have gone straight for Dharma, but you brought out the big guns. You went for Gein. And I love that. Or they'd have gone Hannibal Lecter. Everybody goes Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter didn't make furniture out of his victims. He used to eat them. Okay, so I know what orange I'll use for the eyes because I'll use this candy ink because that's going to be really vibrant. And we'll get some fluorescent orange on there as well. For the dark red skin, we're going to have to do a little bit of mixology. Because I only have one red, and it's this one. But I also have Doomball Brown, which is actually quite ruddy as much as it's a brown. So if we put some Doomball on first, and then a couple of thin coats of red, or red mixed with some Doomball, I think that could work. Did a lot of research for my mystery story stuff, and Geen is one of the ones I find properly horrible. Well, they're all horrible, but I know exactly what you mean, Kian. Like, I'm one of those people that will go, yes, this person fascinates me, and it's not because I like them. No, I think they're a terrible person. But I want to know what made them want to do that. I want to know what makes them tick. And there's a few, not necessarily serial killers, but there's a few killers like that where I've just been like, what made them want to do that? The human mind fascinates me. Always fun time having hyperfixations you find morally repugnant. Tits, I did a degree in this shit. Like, if my degree did nothing else for me, it allowed me to research this kind of stuff without ending up on some sort of watch list. Do not simp for serial killers. No, we don't simp for them, we find them interesting. Psychologically, clinically interesting. Finding them clinically interesting and trying to learn why they did things so that you can stop those things from happening again is good. Thinking what they did is awesome is very bad. What brush do we want for this? I think this one. So we're going to use a big brush. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we'll see. You know what? There we go. We have a thing for this. Silly me. We're going to get a little bit where it doesn't need to be, but it's fine. What an unusual tune. With a very important message. Hello, Gibraltar. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. No, that's definitely not an eyeball. Now imagining a Yandere stalker shrine to Ted Kaczynski. Oh my god. I think Charles Manson is a very fascinating person, even though he never killed anyone himself, as far as we know. Finding is awful and so, yeah, not what he did. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Waffle. There's actually there's a film that's available on Amazon Prime in the UK called Charlie Says, which is about Charles Manson and the effect he had on the women around him. Particularly, oh god, what was her name? They called her Sadie, but that wasn't actually her name. But particularly the women that were involved in the big event, which resulted in Manson's incarceration. It's really, really good, and it's got Matt Smith, aka Doctor Who, playing Charles Manson, which is just weird. He's really good, but it's weird. Sadie the Cleaning Lady, old song joke. That is a song I don't recognise, I'm afraid. Okay, let's see if we can make this a nicer red. A little more brown. This is such a good cover. Such a good cover. Hello, Cooper. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. It's also Daemon Targaryen now. He's quite funny in that role. I'm guessing by the surname that that's a character in, is it House of the Dragon? The Game of Thrones spin-off. I don't There you go, now it's in the jukebox. Okay, thank you very much, Waffle. Found some oversized ravioli with shrimp and crab. Oh, that sounds really good, Rocket. In Lidl, nice. Like street food or street food? Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Just checking, seeing as nobody has mentioned it, but I'm now anxious about it. The stream details are up to date, aren't they? I absolutely do not trust OBS or Twitch anymore. Doesn't matter how many times I check, I'm always going to be anxious about it. They are good. Thank you. Oh, folks, my Narita Boy run from Monday has already been approved. And the person that approved it is the current world record holder for any percent. And they've given me a tip on how I can improve it for my next run. And I really, really want to have another crack at it. Desperately want to have another crack at it. Speaking of giant crab shells, Tits, how are you getting on with Dredge? Have you 100%ed it yet? Because I certainly haven't. I've refused to do that final mission until I've caught all the fish. But I'm wondering how you've got on with it. Because I know you said you were doing something similar. 2 achievements left. Wicked. There we go. I'm so desperate to buy Dredge, but I need to just stop buying a new game every fortnight. That's fair, Cooper. I mean, it'll be there when it's time, when it's a good time for you to buy it. I know exactly how you feel though. Like, next month I'm gonna have to behave myself because I have very much not behaved myself this month. Well, last month I guess now. But like, Dredge, Resident Evil 4. Thing is, they're both unmarked, so I have no bloody clue what to do, even with a guide. Oh no! Playing Terra Nil, but it's really short. Oh, is it? It looked really interesting. It's on my wish list, I think, but I've not picked it up yet. Oh yeah, Steen really wants Dredge as well. Just a little tip for anybody that does want to pick Dredge up. I got it on Fanatical Games for a discounted rate in comparison to how much it is on Steam. If that helps anybody. I appreciate that a lot of folks are not in a position to buy it either way, but just in case, there's a little tip for you. Ah, right, okay. So there's about 4 hours worth of gameplay to it at the moment. Fair enough. Right, eyeballs. Eyeballs. I've never done anything like this before, so this should be interesting. Yellow, come on. Okay, no. My golden yellow is basically dead. F for my golden yellow. Can't get that anymore. I think I'm going to grab it off of Fanatical if it's still active next week. Good plan. I will look forward to seeing you stream that, because I'm sure you will. Oh, on that note, actually, and this is one for Tids as well, I think. I think I got it on Fanatical. I've stumbled on a game called Golf Club Wasteland, I think it is. And I was giving it a little go the other night, and it's actually kind of fun. You're basically playing golf on a destroyed version of the Earth. Heck. But it's like a puzzle game, essentially. I'm lucky that I don't have many games I'm really wanting to buy, and a few I have that I can't handle due to brain fog at this moment in time. It's just Rogue Trader, Wrecker. Oh, I still need to get Wrecker. And praying that someday Ghost of Tsushima will make it to PC. That's fair. I would really like to play Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, I think it's available on the PS4. I'm bad at this. But I saw Halo playing it earlier today, I think. Time is hard. And like, the swordplay makes me very happy. Like, it's very accurate. I may be misremembering, but I think he even wipes the blood off of his blade before he puts it back in the scabbard, which is just... It's a thing that nobody ever does with a katana in a video game, and it makes me angry, because you ain't getting that fucker back out once it's stuck in there with blood. Trust me on that one. Only reason I don't have Wrecker is because it isn't out yet, or even on pre-order. Ah, okay then. I misunderstood. In that case, I'm okay for now then. But I do want to pick that up when it comes out. Always remember to clean your blades before storing them, exactly. It's a game that got added to Game Pass today, Ghostwire Tokyo, a game you've recommended to me before. Steen, Ghostwire Tokyo is a game that I have played on stream, and I played it obsessively. It is beautiful. If you like open world stuff and you like horror stuff, there is a lot to love there. It's not scary, It's got some spooky elements to it. For me, there's a lot to love because it plays very heavily into Japanese folklore and urban legends. So there's a lot of stuff for me to talk about there when I'm streaming it, and when I'm on my own, just geek out about to myself. I think it's fantastic. Is that an eyelid or an eye? No, that's eye. Okay. And if it's on Game Pass, dude, go for it. Because it's free. Like, you can't say no to a free game, you know? Well worth it. And that means that the update for it's come out, because they were gonna do the Game Pass release to coincide with the new content being released for it. So that's something for me to look at doing in my downtime. My mind made the connection, but didn't know why. Because I'm a massive weebsteen, that's why. He does a big blood flick a lot. Yeah, that's fair. Hello, Cypher. Welcome back. Apparently Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart may come to PC. Some suspicious job listings relating to certain tech used by the game made people speculate. Oh, neat! I love stuff like that. The authority with which you say a blade gets stuck in the scabbard when there's still blood on it is worrying. Okay, look, for those that don't already know, I studied kendo. Well, no, technically I studied Bushido, which is kendo, but you also learn the honor principles that go along with being a samurai. You learn blade maintenance and a bunch of other shit. You don't just learn how to hit people with sticks. And I got all the way up to brown belt before I had to stop. I remember hearing of a lad's experiences Viking LARP stuff. How his sword rusted in the scabbard from salt water. It took ages for him to just be able to take it out. Yeah, yeah. Proper weapon maintenance is important. It is. It is. Yes, of course, the cover and name immediately remind me of you, and I was wondering why. I know. I was trying to grow the violent trash panda mythos. Yeah, fair play. But I know there's folks in here that don't know my history, as it were, at this point. Grew up learning judo. Yeah, I did so I did Bushido, I did Taekwondo, and later I went into MMA. But I got better. I'm not in MMA anymore. I got out before they started doing the conspiracy theory shit. Like, every time I hear about somebody big in the MMA world getting into conspiracy theories and far right shit, I'm just like, I'm so glad I got out. Kick some sense into them. Mate, I've got arthritis now. That's not gonna happen. No worries, Cyborg. You take care. Get some good rest under you. I'm back. Are we talking about hiding bodies? No, we're not. We're talking about the importance of proper weapon maintenance. And I'm defending the fact that that I said with a lot of conviction, if you don't wipe the blood off of your blade before you resheath it, you ain't getting it back out. Like, we even learned about the forging process. It was such a fun thing to do. It was really good for my physical fitness, but it was also just really enjoyable. I learnt so much. Can't remember half of it now. I'm an old fart and I've not had to deal with it in a long time, but we'll cover up some of these little splotches that the Nick Cage, Nick Holt film Renfield has a tie-in Bullet Hell. It's cheap and looks pretty good. Oh my god. Seriously, a Bullet Hell game. I really want to watch Renfield. I am bad at Bullet Hell games. Oh, for anyone that didn't see my post about it on Twitter, thanks to the generosity of a friend, I was able to get a copy of Tron Identity today. So when we finish Broken Sword 3, we're going to have a little breather from George, and I'm going to play Tron Identity, and then we'll go back and play Broken Sword 4 and 5. But I know some of you are waiting for me to get to 5 because you really love 5. But after the stealth section, you want to see Renfield? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me in the slightest, man. Yeah. After the stealth sections on Sunday, I'm just like, I need a break from this. A Nick Cage game. He's a cross-media icon. He is. The man is a treasure. Okay. I think the eyeballs are basically done except for this one that I completely forgot about. Oops. Got yellow where it weren't supposed to be again. Ah well. It'll be fine. God, that looks horrifying. Torpor, thank you for the hydrate and the posture check. I didn't hear the hydrate sound again. Are you folks hearing it? And thank you for the stretch as well. I didn't hear it. Okay. That's weird. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Ow. I don't know if you heard that. That was my spine. I didn't hear it either. Okay. It must be broken. I know Steen was having issues with his sound alerts today as well, so I'm wondering if OBS has just shat itself in some stupid way. Is it a Vampire Survivors clone? Oh, it could be. I hadn't thought about that. But like a Vampire Survivors-esque game as a movie tie-in would make sense. I'm always having problems with everything, to be fair. Fucking mood, Steen. Big mood. Okay, no, I can't use this brush. Cereal spine, yep. At me. That brush has too many rogue bristles on it to be as precise as I need it to be. So we're gonna go with a smaller brush. Means this is gonna take longer. I'm gonna go with the insane detail. This is not the Psycho, before anybody gets overexcited. Both Ghost Rider films are treasures. I've only seen the first one, but I did really enjoy it. I think it gets a lot of stick, unfairly. I see what you did there, Mod Hair. Well done. Oh, I hear the movements of a slow. Hi, Slow. You okay? Jeez, Blondie, that's a flashback. You know, that's one of the things I love most about us having the jukebox that you folks can put stuff in. Because you put stuff in that I've not listened to in a long time, you put stuff in that other people haven't listened to in a long time. You put stuff in that we've never heard of, and we find new favourites. It's nice. I like getting to share music with each other. I may have... Yeah. Oops. Oh, you bugger, that scared me. Gotta head out. Have a nice stream and a nicer day. Oh, bless you, Pudlord.
Gotta
Thank you
head
so
out.
much.
Have a nice stream and a nicer day.
Thank you so, so much, Pudlord. It's been lovely to have you here today. You take care. Thank you for the bits. I hope you also have a nice rest of your day. I'm thinking Hobbs is working through a bundle I've also bought. Potentially, yes. I have a lot of spare keys from a lot of bundles. Hey, Slow.
Going out on an adventure, and I shan't be back for a while.
That's unnerving. Be safe? Don't do anything I wouldn't do?
Also, I forgot to get food up. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Am I feeding myself tonight, Slow?
You have soup?
I ate that for lunch.
Oh, for Christ.
It's fine. I can feed myself. I'm just making sure. Good luck on your quest. Wow, it's taken us a long time to get to Whippet. He's invading England, I see. He's adapted well to life beyond the wall. He's adapted okay to life beyond the wall. Hi. What? You are still, as Longfang puts it, an English bastard. But you'll get better.
England's shit. We all knew this.
See, he's getting better. Thick jukebox tonight, yeah, yeah. We've still got 11 tracks in the queue. Holy heck. In fact, I'm gonna pause the redemptions. We're not gonna have anything else in the jukebox tonight, because once those 11 are done, we'll finish up. Otherwise, I'll be here all night. You allow slow out unsupervised? Yeah, it's safer that way. For me. Oh, you've seen Face Off, have you, Kim? Face Off was one of the first Nick Cage films I ever saw when I was a kid. And I was obsessed. I had no idea who Nicolas Cage was at the time. Oh no, Kian! You're getting a new mouse though, yeah? Tiny fleck of paint on the end of my brush that had dried up just enough to cause me problems. There you go. And then I need to fix this one because, oh my god, what a mess. Fantastic, Kian. Face Off and Con Air in the same year was a great time. Yeah, definitely, Cooper. Though admittedly, I only saw Con Air for the first time more recently. Slow is a big fan of Con Air. And found out I'd never seen it before. And basically sat me down and went, we're fixing this now. And I do not regret that. I had a good time with it. I also watched the, oh god, what's it called? The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, is it? Where Nicolas Cage plays himself. A lot of people are not big fans because it is a very silly film. But my personal opinion is that it's actually quite nice to have a movie that knows exactly what it is and leans hard into it. It knows it's a silly film, so it does silly things. But it does them with a lot of heart. So if you can cope with the sort of whiplash of it, it's worth giving it a punt. It's just a very daft film. And everybody is on board with how daft it is. A silly movie that knows what it is. So Clue. Clue, also a fantastic film. And personally, I love a good whodunit, which Clue is. So, and, you know, anything with Tim Curry in.
EJO is now following.
Hello, EJO. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. What is the best, what is best sandwich? That is a good question. Are there any limitations on this? Like, can we have hot sandwiches? Is it just cold sandwiches? What kind of bread are we using here? The Eton one. Waffle is a equal opportunity sandwich appreciator, it would seem. On the fight's back. Sid just wants a spicy sandwich, I see. All sandwich. Okay. I am partial to a hash brown sausage and egg sandwich. Bit of cheese on it. And as you've asked the question, what do you think is the best sandwich? Big breakfast sandwich, love it. Thank you very much for the bits.
X100, big breakfast sandwich. Love it.
The best thing about a breakfast sandwich is that you can have it any time of day. They sometimes end up being midnight snacks for me. Almost any combination of salad, meat, and cheese. That's fair, Cooper. Like, if I'm going for like a salady type sandwich, then I'll have tomatoes and spinach as my salad things. It's always breakfast time somewhere. Exactly. And don't forget about second breakfast. And 11sies. I had a kielbasa in a sandwich once. It was very good. I can imagine. I've never actually had kielbasa before, but I really want to try it. I feel like my actual consumption of, for want of a better description, Slavic foods has been very confined to just Ukrainian food. For obvious reasons. But I would like to expand my horizons. I think my favourite is heated cheese sandwich with salt, pepper, paprika, and garlic on it. Lovely stuff. That sounds very nice, Waffle. Oh, EJ, what have you done? You've got us all talking about sandwiches. I haven't had it since lunchtime. And luncheon and supper, yeah, exactly. Now I crave foodstuffs. Sorry, Modhow. It's not too dissimilar to Cabanas. I don't think I've had Cabanas either, have I? I think you have, but I haven't. I need food now, thanks. Sorry, Gibraltar. I'm still full of soup. The food, not the community member, right? My manager is Polish and she keeps giving me stuff she cooks. Oh, that's amazing. I'd love that. Chocolate and banana toasties. We do love a sweet sandwich. And a toasted sweet sandwich is even better. Okay. Let's... How do we want to do this? Let's see if I can do some cat's eyes on these. Probably not. This is going to be super wonk.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Bob is right. Whoever it is that said something about a mistake. No mistakes, only happy accidents. Speaking of toasties, I made myself a Nutella peanut butter and marshmallow. Oh, you had me at Nutella and peanut butter, but then you added marshmallows and oh baby. A few years back, it was a mistake, but one I enjoyed making. Yeah, that is a happy, sugary napalm accident right there. Hello, Bort. Welcome on in. Are you doing well? Yeah, Bob is always right. You are correct, my friend. This is really difficult. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Can we salvage it near the bottom there? Yes! Yes! There we go! Oh, who put Backbone in? Lovely choice. Backbone has such a good soundtrack. I mean, it's a beautiful game. I really enjoyed it. But that soundtrack, oof, perfect. Made of tired. I want a bacon sandwich now. Oh, boy, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm gonna leave that one as is. I'm gonna make some of them a little bit off kilter. Like they're sort of looking around. They're not all staring in the same direction. Gorgeous soundtrack, gorgeous art style, pity the story pisses itself up a tree about halfway through. Yeah, it feels like they really lost some steam with it near the end. Like, I still really enjoyed it, and I still really enjoyed the second half of the game, but just feel like it sort of lost something along the way. Just trying to get to the bottom of that eyeball. What did we get a bad joke for there? Rewrite back. No, that's great. How could anybody bad joke that? That's fucking awesome. Well done, Modhail. That's the wrong colour. I used to eat banana and crisp sandwiches and cheese and lime marmalade. Okay, cheese and lime marmalade I can get behind. That sounds quite tasty. Just one more and I'll be Gouda. Oh my god. Oh, out come the cheese puns. Fantastic. Is there any better kind of pun than a cheese-based pun? We're Wallace and Gromit fans here. You know the answer to this. There's Danky Groove. Just a little bit there. Isn't it horrifying? Gotta admit, things are getting a little cheesy around here. I see what you did there, man. Hold on. We, as Wallace and Gromit fans, are at the forefront of fromage funnies, really paneering to the good stuff. Hold on, Tibbs. There's an Aardman episode in Visions Cypher. I did not know that. I knew there was a stop motion one. I did not know it was Aardman. That's cool. I'll look forward to that. It's cute. You would say that, ma'am. You see where I get it from, folks? What was it? I called something cute the other day to Slow, and he was just like, you would say that. He just said how disgusting something was, and I was like, no, it's cute, you leave it alone. This one's on its side. Oh, poor Foss. What are you crying for, baby? Oh my god, he's upset because Slow went out. Sorry, I'm just having a moment. Oh, Mum and Torpor, thank you very much for the treats for Porthos. Come here. Got treats for you. Hi, baby. I'm sorry, there's like a load of rigging in the way, but you can sort of see him. It's okay, he'll be back soon. He's gotten very attached to Slow lately. His doggy macaroon should be there soon. Yes. Hi. There we go. Yeah, he's gotten very attached to Slow. And I know Slow would never admit to it, but I think he's gotten very attached to him too. There we go. One Eldritch Bean bag. Hope you look out, there is a ghost dog behind you. Oh wait, that's just Porthos's white fur. Yeah. Getting old now, aren't you, baby? Yeah. You'll always be my baby, though. Okay. So I think the beanbag's almost in a good place for us to be able to attach it to the base. Which is good. We've made a lot of progress tonight. Who wouldn't want an Eldritch beanbag? I certainly want one. This thing's cool. I'd sit on this. Okay. So we want... We're going to keep this brush because we're going to need it in a moment. But I need a bigger brush first. Because before we put the orange ink over everything, we're gonna give the eyes a bit more depth. That'll do. We'll go for a nice medium-sized brush. We'll take some of the red and some of the yellow. More yellow. Okay, so what I've done is I've put some darker orange to one side, which is just the red and the yellow mixed. More red than yellow. And then I've mixed a tiny bit of red with the yellow, just into the yellow itself, because we're not going to need the yellow anymore. To make a really pale orange. Put that to dry. This may not be dark enough, actually. We'll see. The beanbag has no mouth. It got removed because it kept being a backseat gamer. I fucking love that. We are coming up with so much lore for this gal. And her furniture. So we'll probably have to go back over some stuff and make the pupils a bit more defined in a minute, but that's okay. Bit too much on my brush. And I'm doing this one again and can't reach the bottom. So I'm using the paler orange to sort of add flex to what I've just put in. It's not going to be perfect by any stretch, but that's okay. Hey, Porthos. Oh! Hello, Destroyer. That scared the shit out of me. Welcome on in, and thank you for being subscribed for 3
Destroy__
years.
has been a sub for 36 months. Very naughty, 3 years mofos, D.
Hope you're doing well today, Destroyer. Thank you again for being subscribed for 3 fucking years. Holy heck. There we go. Oops. It's fine, we'll fix that in a minute. What's up, Porthos? He'll be back soon. Probably. Oh, I know that feeling. For something we said an hour ago, yeah, the queue was huge tonight. Only 2 more after this. Nope. It's gone dry. Nah, not one there. There we go. There we go. Happy with that. I wasn't even trying to scare you. I'm feeling like hammered shit. Fell off my bike on the way to work on Monday. Oh, Destroyer, no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Lower left ribs, left knee, and left heel are in pain at the minute. I am so sorry to hear that. I hope you heal up soon. Apart from that, I'm okay. I'm doing alright, thank you for asking. Getting on, as it were. Public transport is a bitch. Yeah, that's fair. And no waffle. We don't skip tracks that have been added for a genuine reason. We only skip them if they're shit posts. And I've learned something today. Jukebox is turned off because once the next song has finished, I am finishing up for the evening. And I didn't want people adding more tracks in and then me having to go, okay, I'm going to keep going for a bit longer. Sorry, mod. Can mix the jacket with a skirt if you want. Oh, neat, Hands. Okay, so we're going to finish the eyes off with no worries at all, Model. We're going to finish the eyes off with some Green Stuff World Amber Orange candy ink, because that'll give them a nice shine, but also a little bit more orange to them. But I also want to add something else to that orange ink, which I need to go and get from my shelf, so I'll be right back. And now we also have some fluorescent orange yellow. So what I'm going to do, wonder why it's not dripping. Get a tool so that I can actually get into my fluorescent paint. Yeah. Drills, not just for pinning things. Oh, that needs a shake. Okay, it's time for some fluorescent paint shaking ASMR, everybody. Enjoy. And the last track of the night before we finish up. Floor paints are fun. They are. They are very fun. This doesn't seem to be mixing properly, though. Too hot for Twitch, indeed. So all of my squigs have at least one fluorescent paint on them. All the pigment's stuck at the bottom. Ow. There we go. That's better. Hopefully this will work. I don't know where my fluorescent light's gone. But yeah, I love them. I like to have a fluorescent element on all my squigs because it makes sense for them. But on a mini like this, I think it makes sense too. So the fluorescent paint kind of goes on clear, which is great. It worked beautifully for me when I was painting Shin Squigzilla, because Squigzilla, well, Godzilla, I should say, of the Shin variety, is predominantly black and orange, or black and red, if you prefer. But fires a blue laser. So what I did... Thank you for the Godzilla, Cypher. So what I did was I painted everything black and orange. And thank you for the Mothra mod, Hale. I painted like his spines with the orange and yellow to make them look kind of lava-y. Gotta complete the set, yes we do. And then once that was dry, I covered his entire spine with blue fluorescent paint, which you couldn't see under normal light. Actually be a bit too much. Do you folks hear Porthos then? Okay, we're into my music now, so as soon as I've done this, we're going to finish up. A rogue fleck of paint there. There we go. Ugh. Fluorescent paints don't taste very nice, folks. There we go. Now, if I knew where my black light was, I would show you what they look like under the black light. But I'm not 100% sure where it is, so that'll have to wait until next time. Don't give yourself a fluorescent tongue. Sorry. Too late. But yeah, I think we've made some good progress today. We've made some progress on the base and on her beanbag. Really, all these need now is some shading, and then they're done. And we can sit her atop her throne. Such is the pain of brush lickers. Indeed, Gibraltar. Indeed. This is what I agreed to when I became a mini painter, is that I would eventually have to taste bad tasting paint. But yeah, we're making some really good progress on her. We've only got like little details on her herself to do. Her hair, her hat, her shoes. I suppose I should paint her pants as well, actually. But yeah, her clothing and her hair are all we've really got left to do, and her controller. And then it's just the little foibles, which we can really take our time with, which is exciting. But, oh yes, for those that haven't seen her butt before, here is her butt. And a booba shot for those that want it. That's where we're gonna leave it. Arr, there be booty! Bravo, hands. Okay. Less cake, more in the region of a bakery, indeed. It's a nice butt. It is a nice butt, it's a very well sculpted butt. I totally approve of the butt and the booba, which is basically the entirety of chat whilst I've been painting this mini. Right. We are going to leave it there. I'm going to skip this song because it's not a happy song. We want to finish up on a cheerful note. It's what I refer to them as. The little foibles, the TV, the console, the pizza. You know, those bits. Right, so, things I need to do. I need to take us through to the ending screen. I need to thank everyone for coming along today. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming along today. I hope you had a good time. I certainly have. Thank you to the folks that have resubscribed. And cheered. Thank you to the folks that have followed. I really do appreciate it. All the support you folks give me, be it of that variety or just being here and hanging out, sticking stuff in the jukebox, I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much. Let me see. Did anybody enter the giveaway today? There is a giveaway active on the stream. ! Prize will give you a bit more information about it. The prize is a game called Calico, which is lovely and wholesome and involves a lot of giant animals. I played it whilst I had COVID on stream 2 years ago now. 3 years ago now? Oh god. And had a really good time with it. So if you want to get in on the chance with that, ! Ticket will get you a ticket. You can purchase up to 10 tickets by saying ! Ticket space and then the number, as Tids has demonstrated there. Tids has failed to enter because Tids already has 10 tickets and is the only person who has entered. So if anyone wants to give Tids a run for its money, now is your chance. And you too, Steen. Thank you very much for being here. It's been lovely to have you. Oh, there we go. We've got a couple of people in. So for anyone that does still want to enter and hasn't had the opportunity yet, I'm going to give you a little bit of time right now before I finish the giveaway. So you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a little bit for the lag. The giveaway is closed. And no rocket snipe today. And our winner is Steen with a 4.55% chance to win. Holy shit, congratulations, Steen. The underdog has won. I will drop you the code via Discord a little bit later after I've had some dinner and spent some time with the dog, because he's still sitting in the hallway crying because Slow's gone out, folks. What a baby. What a precious little baby. He's gonna get lots of cuddles. Lots and lots of cuddles. Okay. I will be back on Friday. I have not yet decided what I'm going to be doing on Friday. It should be something community focused, but I am very, very tempted to pick up Resident Evil and get some more Resi 4 done from the charity playthrough that we were doing. So it'll be casual Ashley and romantic Leon, if folks are okay with that. And we can continue the adventure of the siblings that got lost on their way to an MCR gig. Resi 4 with crowd control. I don't think the remaster has crowd control. I think the original one does. But yeah, so it might be that, because I do really want to get back to that, and I just haven't had the time. But we'll see. In the meantime... Ooh, okay. We are gonna go and see a fellow member of the Clock Tower, who is actually playing Resi 4 right now. I'm gonna go and see Limguini, who joined the Clock Tower at the same time as I did. And I want to go and give them a nice big hello from all the folks at the Retro Raccoon, okay? Right. I've talked about everything. Everything's been covered. So, you know when I'll be back next. Hopefully I'll see you all then. All that's left to do is say, I've had a wonderful time tonight. I hope you all have too. And I hope to see you again soon. But as always, until I do see you next, I want you to take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking paintbrushes. And have a wonderful rest of your week, everybody. We're halfway there. Now, go say hi to Limguini for me. Bye, everyone.